bringing you a kid-friendly radio show. Every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Brit Kids Show with me, Ethan. Coming up on today's show, an interesting interview, the first leaderboard game of August, and the weekly question. Some of you may know that I had an incredible experience and chance to go on one of the biggest national radio stations in the UK. Yes, the BBC Radio 5 Live on their Drive show with Anna and Tony about the Brit Kids show. I also had an amazing surprise live on air with CBBC's and BBC's Strictly finalist of 2019, Karim. So that was an incredible surprise. If you want to listen to the interview, the link to the show will be in the description below. Also, if you want to watch when Karim surprised me, the link to that video will be in the description below. Also, they have made a video about the Brit Kids show. So if you want to watch that, the link will be in the description below. Also, my dad has set up a Twitter account for the Brit Kids show. So if you want to check out that or even follow it, the link is in the description below. We will post on there when we have a new video out or some really cool things. So I have been very busy with the BBC Radio 5 Live, so that's why there hasn't been a making of the Brit Kids show video this week. So the writing video will come out on Tuesday at 4 instead of last week on Wednesday on this channel, so remember to check out that. So this week's video behind the recording of the show will come out on Thursday at 4 instead of Wednesday. So I am also behind on my new channel, the Brit Kids Gaming Show. So the first video has been delayed a week because I've been very busy last weekend and this week. So my first gaming video will come out on Monday, a week later than it was supposed to, at 4 o'clock on my new channel, the Brit Kids Gaming Show. Then this week's video will be coming out on Friday at 4. So if you want to check that out, my gaming channel is in the description below. So now it is time to interview Libby, and in their household today it is Libby's brother's 16th birthday today, so happy birthday to Tom. So here is the interview. Hello Libby, and thank you for being on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. So I thought we should start the interview off with, which do you like more, life before lockdown or life in lockdown?
Well, I like dancing in lockdown because I have more time to do it, because if I finish my schoolwork then I can just dance all night. But when I'm at school I have to do it after school, so after 6 hours. But I like it before because I can see all my friends at school and get my work done with them. So yeah. I'm in the middle.
So you're now allowed to go out to the cinema or a restaurant or going for a day out, or are you just staying at home?
Well, I'm allowed back at my dance studio this week, so I'm going to stay at home and just go to my dance studio instead.
Okay. So what is the best thing about being in lockdown?
I have more time to dance and get new styles and like I can do extra lessons on Zoom, so I can learn more styles because I wouldn't have that many opportunities before because I would have been at school all day. But now I can like learn new styles and like see what other people are doing.
What is the worst thing about being in lockdown?
I can't dance with my friends because I think that's the main thing that I like about dance because you get to like make up routines together and just share each other's ideas, which like helps me come on as a dancer. So I think that's the worst bit, that I have to do it on my own.
What are you most looking forward to in the next stage of lockdown ending?
Seeing my friends more and again just like making up routines with them because it's like more interesting because you can see what other people have to offer and stuff instead of just doing what you like to do all the time.
What have you been eating a lot of during lockdown?
Well, a lot of cakes and stuff because I've started baking a lot and I've made like homemade pizzas and brownies and stuff, so I've had quite a lot of things I've baked.
Yeah. Now you can meet up with 6 people if you stay 2 meters apart. Who would you pick? And it can be anyone, even celebrities.
I would like to pick my dance family, but there's quite a lot of us. There's about 106, so I think it would probably be maybe Kayla, who's a dance judge that judges at my competitions, and maybe someone like Michael McIntyre because I just like his shows and stuff, and I like his.
He's funny, isn't he?
Yeah.
So what do you like more, homeschooling or normal school?
I think normal school because you can talk to your friends when you're at school and you can like sit next to each other. But at home, even if you try to do it over like FaceTime, it's not the same. And like you can do fun activities at school, but you're still learning. And I just don't like looking at a computer screen all the time.
Yeah.
I like getting a sheet and interacting with my friends.
Yeah. So now you are on your summer holidays. Are you doing anything special or going anywhere special?
I don't think so yet, but it's my brother's birthday at the weekend, so I think we might go to the beach or something. But I think we might just stay home this holidays.
That'd be nice.
And just like chill 6 weeks.
Yeah. So have you learned any new skills during lockdown?
I've learned how to bake a few things like caramel shortbreads and stuff. And I've learned a new dance style, which I didn't think I would like. It's called crumping. And when I first heard of it, I was like, no, I don't want to do it. But I did someone's live on Instagram, and I think that's probably is now one of my favourite styles of dance to do.
That sounds good. What is the best thing that you have baked?
Probably the in sync cake from my dance studio because we held a competition to see like, and we all baked some cakes, and I think that was really fun. And like a few of us did it.
What is the worst thing that you have baked?
Probably one of the pizzas I tried to make because I burned it a bit and it didn't really taste very nice.
No. So you dance a lot, and there should be some pictures and videos on screen now. So how has dancing in lockdown been? Because you've not been able to go to your studio.
I think it's been quite fun because my dance teachers actually in Chloe have held competitions for freestyle and street. So instead of thinking, oh, I can't go to competitions, he just kind of brought the competition to us at home so we can take videos and send them in and do a competition like that, which I think is quite good. And I did some stamina with a new dance teacher, Claire Walton, and I did like a few extra lessons to help me because I wouldn't have been doing them at the studio.
That's good. So why do you like dancing?
I think because you can like interact with people and share ideas, and it's just you can forget about anything when you're dancing and just focus on dancing, and it just like makes me happy when I dance.
What has been your best moment in dancing so far for you?
I think it's when I go to Alton Towers because it's really fun because it's kind of like a holiday, and because it's all the way in Alton Towers, we get loads of like really good dancers there. And I think just competing against good dancers is really like, I really like it because I think, oh wait, I can be as good as these because I'm dancing with them. So I think that's probably one of the highlights.
What is your worst moment?
I think it's probably, I went to this competition and I had a costume that I was wearing and it was really tight, so I couldn't really dance in it. So I didn't get anywhere. I didn't even pass the first round because I couldn't really move in it.
Oh
So I
dear.
think that was probably my.
So, is your dance studio back now?
Yeah, but we aren't allowed as many people in at the same time, and we have to have reduced hours, and we have our own little box that we have to stay in. But I'm still glad I can see my friends and stuff.
So, how has it been dancing with social distancing in place?
It's been quite fun because we hadn't been able to do it in lockdown, but it's also been quite weird because we aren't allowed to like interact with each other and like do moves with each other and like move around and stuff. We have to like stay in our box, so it doesn't look as good, but I still really appreciate being able to go back and dancing with my friends.
So, thank you again for being on the show today. Okay, bye. So that was Libby talking about lockdown and her dancing. If you have a new skill that you have learned in lockdown, or if you just want to get interviewed by me, email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and title your email interviews. But now it is that time of the week again. Yes, it is time for the weekly question. The weekly question. Last week's episode, I asked you what was the best moment for you in our 10 episodes of the show. And here are some of the replies. Deb said her favourite moment was in last week's episode. Was the interview with all the people so far. So we might do that again in episode 20. I don't know. Maybe, if you want it. My best moment is probably between last week's amazing interview, the same as Deb, or the opening of the first show. But I can't believe we are still going on 11 weeks later now. This week's weekly question is, what do you think about the lockdown and easing on hold? So if you want to answer, comment below and start your comment with the weekly question, or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and title your email the weekly question. So now it is time for the first leaderboard game of August with Nate. Leaderboard game. Hello, Nate, and thank you for being the first contestant part of August's leaderboard game. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
That's good. Do you oh no, sorry. I was gonna ask, do you think you can win compared to last week's contestant? But you are the first contestant in August's leaderboard game. So
I still think I'm doing it.
we'll start with the first question.
Right.
The first question. People who have tested positive for COVID-19 now have to self-isolate for how long? A, 12 days, B, 6 days, or C, 10 days?
12 days, I think.
You are incorrect. It has been up to 10 days. Okay. Question 2. A rescue dog had to be rescued from a mountain this week, but which type of rescue dog was it? Was it A, a collie, B, a Saint Bernard, or C, a German Shepherd? Your time starts now.
I'm going to say usually a rescue dog is a Saint Bernard.
You are correct. You have got one so far. Okay. Question 3. which sort of pet tested positive for COVID-19 this week? Was it A, a cat, B, a dog, or C, a rabbit? Your time starts now.
I'm gonna go with cat. I like them.
You are correct. You have got 2 so far. You're on a winning streak here, Nate.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 4. Millions of people attended a virtual festival of which game? Was it A, Minecraft, B, Pokemon, or C, Sims 4? Your time starts now.
Minecraft, probably.
Oh, you are incorrect. It was actually B, a Pokemon. Okay. Question 5. Now you can meet up with different households in. No. Now you. I got that wrong there. Question 5. Now you can not meet up with different households in your home in these 3 areas: East Lancashire, parts of West Yorkshire, and which of these? Is it A, Newcastle, B, Suffolk, or C, Greater Manchester? Your time starts now.
I think there was a little bit of an outbreak in Manchester, so I'm going to say that.
You are correct. You have got 3 so far. Okay.
Wow.
Question 6. A fund aimed to kickstart UK film and TV production was released earlier this week. But how much was the fund? Is it A, £500 million, B, £1 billion, or C, £97 million? Your time starts now.
500 million?
You are correct. You have got 4 so far. Well done. But you have still got 4 questions left, so you could go away with 8. So, question 7. Who won the cricket test match this week? Was it A, the West Indies, B, England, or C, Australia? Your time starts now.
Australia.
You are incorrect. It was actually B, England. Okay.
We won. Yeah,
Pardon?
We won.
Yeah. Okay. Question 8. Holiday firm TUI is set to shut how many high street shops? Is it A, 40, B, 201, or C, 166? Your time starts now.
40.
You are incorrect. It was actually C, 166. Okay. Question 9. NASA sent a rover into space this week, but what planet was it heading for? Was it A, Mars, B, Mercury, or C, Jupiter? Your time starts now.
Well, we're scoping out Mars, aren't we? To go there at some point, so probably Mars.
You are correct. You have got half so far. You have got 5 out of 10. Okay. The final question. You could go away here with 6. Okay. Question 10. Which of these mammals became critically endangered this week? Was it A, a mole, B, a hare, or C, a wildcat? Your time starts now.
A wildcat.
You are correct. You have got a 6 out of 10. Well done. How do you feel about that?
Sure.
You are at the top of August leaderboard because you are the first one to do it. We have got 4 more weeks left in August, so 4 more people could actually beat you, but we'll see later in the month. Okay, thank you for being here today. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So Nate has got 6 out of 10. So that puts him straight at the top of August's leaderboard because he is the first one to do it. So if you want to try and beat Nate next week, email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com and title your email The Leaderboard Game. Sadly, that is all we have time for this week. I know it goes like a flash and a flash and a flash. So we'll be back next week for the next leaderboard game of August, an incredible interview and the weekly question. Please share this video with your friends and family. Comment, like, listen to last week's episode if you haven't already. Listen to this show until the end and email me at and subscribe, because all them things really help with making the show. In the meantime, if you have any suggestions on how to make the show better, or about the Brit Kids Show Extra, or about the Brit Kids Gaming Show, or if you have a new skill you want to talk about, or if you want to answer this week's weekly question, what do you think about lockdown easing on hold? Or if you want to have the chance to beat Nate in the next leaderboard game of August, comment below or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com. So that is all we have time for this week. We'll be back next week at the same time. Goodbye. Bringing you a kid-friendly radio show every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock.